Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dre. I post all kinds of lifestyle content, and today I want to do a quick chatty get ready with me and kind of reflect on 2024, what I'm trying to do in 2025. And then one of my biggest things is that I switched over to completely clean makeup in 2024. And so I'm gonna do a full face of what I do. It's like, I call it my little everyday look. It's not a lot. I have always been kind of minimal when it came to makeup, and I love it. So I want to share it with you. I want to share all the products. I'm going to tag them all in the description below. But anyway, let's get started. First thing I do is all of my skincare, and I've already done that. And I have my sunscreen on, but the thing I put on my face, I don't use foundation like day to day. I'll only put foundation if I'm doing like a full glam type thing, like if I have an event to go to. But I usually just do my SPF, like all of my skincare underneath my SPF, and then I'll just do a skin tint. My favorite skin tint is the Super Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40, so double SPF. But I just love it because it has niacinamide, it has squalene and hyaluronic acid, so it just like feels really hydrating, especially in like the winter months. But I'm not gonna lie, I use it year round. But anyway, so let's chat through 2024. One of the biggest things that my husband and I really planned to do in 2024, and we like set our big goals, was to pay off all of our debt. We really wanted to be debt free, and like I said, I've mentioned this on TikTok before, but I'm not judgmental when it comes to debt. Like, I know a lot of people are, but sometimes like people get in situations where like debt is necessary, like medical debt, or like sometimes like credit card debt, like when you're like going through hard times. And like it really just like, it's okay. It's just all about creating a plan in order to attack that. So my husband and I, we set a big goal for 2024. We were like, we had just gotten married in 2022, and literally the year after our wedding, everyone and their mom that is close to us got married, and we ended up having to spend like an arm and a leg in an entire year just to like go to everybody's weddings, go to everybody's bridal parties and bridal showers and bachelorette. And obviously like you want to show up for your people, so we like didn't really have a big like debt payment like strategy, or like even a savings strategy. Like the first 2 years of, or the first year of marriage, we were just kind of like surviving and trying to show up for our people. My husband Taylor, he had a big like family trip to celebrate his granny's birthday, so we couldn't say no to a lot of things. And like once 2024 was rolling in, we were like, okay, we need to make some big changes in order to meet our goals. So we moved in with family. That was like, I think, the biggest, most major thing. Also, by the way, I will be telling you the products I'm using as I'm going. But our biggest thing was moving in with family. Like it really helped out with like losing that rent payment, but we knew that just losing the rent payment was not gonna cut it. Like we knew that we needed to make other adjustments in order to meet the goals that we really had. So we started to track our spending, and I'm like a big type A girl. I work in media as a day job, so like I'm in Google Sheets all day at work. So I've learned some really fun skills on Google Sheets and like Excel to create my own like budgeting documents and my own things. So I created a spend tracking, like a spending tracker, so we could track all of our spend. We, at the beginning of last year, so a year ago, we looked at all of our spending. We looked at everything that we were doing, and we cut down on subscriptions, cut down on a ton of things in order to basically live on a quarter of our entire combined income. So we're dinks, dual income, no kids, and we're blessed with great salaries. So obviously like not everyone has our exact situation, but I'd like to share because I feel like a lot of people kind of like make assumptions about other people when they see stuff online, and it's like it's easy to compare yourself. So I like to share my story, that way like you feel like, I don't know, maybe less alone, or in ways like you have someone that you can relate to. So anyway, we have great salaries, so I'm not complaining about that. We actually wouldn't have been able to do what we did if we didn't have the salaries we have, so we're very grateful for that. But we definitely had to make a lot of adjustments in order to live on a quarter of our total income, and the 75% of our income was going towards debt and savings. So last year we met all of those goals. So here are some of the things. Also, this is the Tower 28 concealer. I am literally obsessed with it. I have been really trying to go full clean product. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I wish you could see the setup I have in order to film this video. Like the most Jimmy rigged thing ever. But anyway, I went full clean products to kind of like give you a full backstory. I have an autoimmune condition called Graves' disease. I'll make more videos about this. I feel like I've mentioned it in my vlogs before, but I got diagnosed in 2021, and like a year or two after, I developed PCOS because of the adrenal fatigue. Like my adrenals were like shot from getting Graves' disease and having to do a full treatment. So anyway, I have been doing like functional approach to healing my Graves' disease and my PCOS, and one of the major things is like, obviously because my adrenals were so shot, like I really want to avoid endocrine disruptors. And obviously we live in America, endocrine disruptors are everywhere. Like our detergent, our clothes are like all plastic, like, and making all those changes is so expensive. So being on a year where like we were being so conscious with what we were spending, I was being so careful with what I was buying. So one thing I had to just give up was like beauty treatments. Like I haven't got my nails done in over a year. Literally, look at these freaking nails. I stopped being embarrassed about it. I just do DIY manicures and pedicures to like maintain like just like my basic nails. But I also started to try doing what's it called, I also started trying the stick-ons from Amazon, and I can list them. I'll show you pictures from, I had my friend's wedding and her bachelorette, and I did the stick-ons for both, and they were iconic and beautiful, and they look like I got them done. Also, it's just because I do my own DIY manicures that like I'm polished. I'm just not spending $100 every couple weeks or like every month to get my nails done. Like it was just one of those things that we had to cut out of our budget. So anyway, using the clean products was my biggest priority. I was like, my health is my priority. My health is doing so great. Like I had been really kicking off my YouTube and my TikTok like back in like 2020, 2021, and then I got really sick and it was started to become too overwhelming, and I just kind of like stopped. And so I'm back, and it's because I'm feeling a little bit better. I wish I would have shared the whole journey. I will definitely make more videos about this because I know there's people out there. I was definitely YouTubing and Googling stuff when I first got diagnosed. So you're not alone if you're watching this. If you have Graves' disease, like I will answer all of your questions. My DMs are open. I've had so many people from TikTok DM me, and I'll have like full conversations about the process that I've been through. So anyway, if you can't tell, I'm a freaking yapper, so I'll probably be here for 30 hours if I don't shut up and keep going. So anyway, this is my absolute favorite concealer on planet Earth. It's so hydrating. It literally just like feels like I'm putting eye cream. Honestly, it's the best. And then, so while I let it get tacky, which at this point I've been chatting for literally the entire time, so I might as well just blend it. But while I let it get tacky, I usually like will do my eyebrows, and this part I like to look at myself in the mirror because it's just such a, it's like I just draw like little tiny hairs in order to like make it look realistic. And this is more of like, I would like to say an everyday. I will show you my actual everyday makeup. When my actual everyday makeup, I don't wear the skin tint. I just do my SPF, and it's not tinted. And then I'll like do my eyebrows so they look presentable, and then I'll do blush. But this is kind of like my kind of everyday, honestly. It's like my more fancy everyday. Like if I have a ton of meetings at work, I work remotely, so I'm on camera, and then like if I have to meet with like clients or like do any like big presentations, I'll do this I'll do this exact makeup. It's like my comfort makeup. Also, I just love that it is all clean products. My biggest advice to you, if you are on a budget and you want to switch to clean products, is, one second. Sorry, okay. I wish you could see this Jimmy rigged studio that I have right here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, I like draw them out like little hairs. Honestly, that was one of the things, I didn't do any beauty treatments in 2024 so that we could meet our financial goals. And so my eyebrows, I like don't get my eyebrows done, and you can see how messy, but honestly my eyebrows have been thin my entire life. I've never had like thick bushy eyebrows, so I think like I've always wanted fuller eyebrows, but I think God blessed me in this season because I don't need to spend the money. I just leave them as is. Nobody really cares, nobody can tell. And also, I think one thing that I've just noticed as I get older, and I'm turning 30 next month, is like I have stopped really caring what anyone is gonna think. I'm like, listen, you don't know me, you don't pay my bills, so you have no idea what do I have going on, so I don't really care. If people think I'm a crazy person, I don't care. So when another thing that we did to save and like pay off all of our debt is we completely said no to international travel. We were like, let's just stay in the States, and then we took it a step further and we said we're going to not travel if it requires getting on a plane, unless it's for work. Obviously sometimes my husband has to travel for work, and I am a travel wedding photographer, so sometimes I do have to travel for work, but that's for work, like I'm getting flown out to work somewhere, so we didn't count that. But if it required getting on a flight, we were not taking the trip. So we like to take anniversary trips every year. Our anniversary is in October, and this year we didn't do a big anniversary trip abroad. We stayed stateside, we went camping, it was a whole thing. I actually posted the vlog. It's here at the, we stayed at the getaway cabins, which they renamed them to the postcard cabins, and they were really cute. Okay, my all-time, I could cry about how much I love this blush. It's Ladybird by Ilia. You guys, when I tell you, when I run out of this, like I have to have it like on rotation in order, ready to be here, because I don't know what it is about like this blush, but it literally, it applies so gently and nicely. It's so beautiful, and also just like the colors are perfect. I feel like this is like my perfect match for like an everyday blush. Like I have never found another blush, especially like clean product blush, that I'm like, okay, yeah, this is her. Like, we love her. I have never. So what I do is I have like super high cheekbones, and so I will put my blush like on top, and I won't like move it here so that my face doesn't look round, because like I have kind of a round face. And then I love this like cold girl like winter makeup. I ended up doing it year-round. You can literally ask anyone or look at my pictures. And then sometimes I like to put it on my eyelids, that way like everything just kind of comes together. You will see it once I like blend it out. But anyway, so enough about 2024 and the things that we did. I posted a whole video about it on TikTok. Also, you guys, if they ban TikTok, what am I gonna do? I'm glad there's at least 33 of you here. And 33 of you will hang out with me. We're rocking with Mark's rocking with us. But I hope more of you come over here. I love TikTok. I got on TikTok in 2020, and I started posting like silly dance videos, obviously before I like grew a big following. I grew a following planning my wedding, and then like I said, I got sick and I got shy and I got overwhelmed with my life and my health, and I stopped sharing a lot. But literally in the past year, I've been putting more effort into sharing. And of course, once I start getting back on the horse and like feeling good again about making content, the US government, my biggest op. But it's okay. If it gets banned, I'll be here and I'll be on Instagram, and I'm sure there'll be something else. Like, the way I think about it is like, I remember when like Vine was everything, and then Vine kind of died out. They didn't even ban it, it just kind of like died out, and then TikTok came around. So like, I try to think positively, and I try to be like, there'll be something for us, and I'm confident that we will all be okay. I really feel for the people that their sole income is in TikTok. Like, I really have been moving to other platforms to support them, because I'm like, I know the anxiety. Like, I'm grateful that I have my full-time job and my salary, but I cannot imagine the anxiety that a lot of people, especially the people that are employed at TikTok, like, they don't even have like a platform, they're just like employed there. I'm like, if you are one of those people and you work in media or in advertising, find my LinkedIn. I'll link my LinkedIn actually. And if you see a job, or if you see one of my connections list a job, let's connect, because I will put you on, because I can't imagine the anxiety that you're feeling right now. But anyway, I'm almost done with my makeup and I haven't even talked about 2025. I'm a yapper. Anyway, so this is what it usually looks like. It's kind of washed out because I have a light on, but I love it. It's like so glowy. Okay, next thing I do is my spray. So literally just skin tint, concealer, blush, and then I use this blue light filter by Ilia to like set. And then I'm gonna let it dry. I'm not obsessed with this, I will say. I'm just using it to finish it. It's kind of like goes hand in hand with what I was saying. Like, one big thing that really helped us save and like helped me transition to clean products was like, I just fully finished all of the products that I already had, and then whenever I needed to replenish a product, I would just buy the clean product. I just try not to be wasteful and like throw away things that like I'm still using. Like, it is what it is. Obviously if it's expired, gotta go. Like, I'm not that type of person, but like I am the type that like, if it's good, it's not expired and I'm still using it, like I'm not just gonna throw it away just because I want a different product. It's wasteful, and then it just wastes my own money. So like, why would I do that? So anyway, 2025, let's talk through 2025 while my face like dries a little bit. And if you have a clean brand that has a good setting spray, let me know what I should try, because I'm not obsessed with this one. I'm just gonna finish it out because I have it. Other than that, Ilia products are majority of everything I use. Like, literally skin tint, blush, my lip liner, that is like my holy grail. Like, everything is Ilia. I love Ilia, and this is not sponsored. I'm not working with them. They're one of my dream brands to work with though, because I use them, and I feel like that's my thing with content creating and like finding people that I can trust. Is like, listen, my income does not come from social media fully. Like, I have a full-time job and I have a small business, so like I don't need brands to pay me to talk about them if I don't want to, you know. Like, I want to talk about the brands that I actually use and the brands that I would buy with my own money, and those are the brands I want to recommend to you guys, because you guys are my friends and I wouldn't want to set you up for failure. So anyway, 2025, the biggest thing in 2025 is continue to save. We want to finish our emergency fund. That was our biggest goal. We last year became debt free and we saved for a home. We obviously want to keep putting money in the bucket for our home, but like, our goal for last year, we met that. And now we just want to fill our emergency fund and kind of just like prepare ourselves to start a family. I'm a big type A girl, so like for me, it's like, I don't want, like, I see people that like accidentally or like surprisingly get pregnant and they like make it work, and it like is all beautiful and amazing. For me, I am so type A that like, I just feel like there's a few things that we need to take care of before we bring a baby into this world, financially, and just like with us too, like we have so much travel that we really want to do. So this year is a year for our emergency fund and our travel. We have a few spots that we really cannot wait to go to, and we're like planning those. So anyway, this is the Ilia powder. I'm obsessed with it, like the little setting powder. I was using the Charlotte Tilbury one before, and this is kind of similar. It's a little bit more talky. I kind of want to try the Tower 28 ones, but I just got this like at the end of 2024, so it's still like literally to the brim. So I will be using this one until further notice, but I just love how it, like, you don't need to use a lot. You just like I like grab a little bit off of here, like I'll like tap it, and then I'll like leave the residue on the lid, and then I'll just bring it and like tap lightly on my skin so it doesn't get like too talky. My eyes get kind of oily, so I like to do this, and then I only do like my under eyes and like kind of like my T area, my forehead, my under eyes, and then a little bit right here. It gets a little bit too shiny. But anyway, 2025, we want to travel. We want to finish saving up our emergency fund, and we are moving back to being not living with family. I feel like it was such a huge help. Oh my gosh, like I just feel so blessed that we were able to do that. But we are at the point now where we're like, okay, like we've met our goals and like we're ready to go back to being on our own. Our budget is still going to be stringent because we still have financial goals that we want to meet, but we're still like in a good place to do that. So anyway, actually not last, almost last, I used the Ilia eyebrow setting. I'm obsessed with it. It like doesn't make my eyebrows, it like doesn't turn them white. I feel like I was using the Benefit one before, and obviously that's not a clean brand, and it was like turning my little hairs like white and like when it would dry, and it was just not the moment. So anyway, this keeps my eyebrows. If you're not a fluffy eyebrow person, mind your business. I also think I have some blush blindness. Mind your business. Honestly, I'm not judging you, so don't judge me. And my all-time favorite lip liner is this Ilia, what color do I use? Earthen. Beautiful and iconic. I just use the lip liner. And then with this finger, I like rub around. I was using a lip tint, the Benefit one, but it's not clean, so I waited for that to run out, and I got the Ilia lip liner. And then the Tower 28 Dulce de Leche lip gloss is my go-to. Oh, it's so smooth. Okay, amazing. So this is the everyday look. I don't do anything to my eyes. This is just how I go to work, have meetings, and this is what I look like on a regular basis. So anyway, thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. I can't wait to share more with you. I have all my Graves' disease stuff. We're redecorating a spot we're moving to. We have some fun travel. I'm turning 30, so I'm gonna make like a 30 before 30 type video and share all the things that I'm like thinking about for the next decade. But anyway, I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year. Happy goal setting. I hope that you're able to meet all of your goals this year, and that we can all keep each other accountable with all the things that we want to accomplish. So anyway, love you. See you soon.